My name's Kyle Wigg, and I teach second grade at Mark Twain Elementary, and my research project is called Summer Learning Loss, the Problem and Some Local Solutions. The purpose of my research was to locate any loss within the district from spring to fall to show summer learning loss, to explore and evaluate current programs available to counter summer learning loss, and to suggest some new cost-effective solutions for the area. Summer learning loss is the loss of learning attainment. Math and reading usually show the biggest drop. Socioeconomics are a huge factor, with 2.6-month learning loss each summer for children in families with less than at least a middle income. In schools where there's 80% or more free and reduced lunch, they're showing 40% more loss in the reading assessment from spring to fall than schools who have 20% or less free and reduced lunch. 46.8% of students in the area are on free or reduced lunch. 4,700 students statistically are affected by summer learning loss. We spend about $8,000 on student education per student each year. By 9th grade, 3 years of learning attainment will be lost in those 4,700 students, which is $24,000 worth of education, if you want to think of it that way, that we have lost during those years. The best research solutions all have to do with the library. The library summer reading program is highly effective. The Reading Bridge summer tutoring program has been proven to be very effective. Both programs are free and located in libraries in Sioux Falls. Other programs available locally include summer school for 15 days, Kids Inc. activities. Summer library in schools have been shown to draw kids into the school and read. Some future solutions. The best researched solutions include a summer book bag, including at least 12 books, a college student tutor program, an extended school year of at least 35 days or more, an open Title I school library, a tutoring program modeled after the Reading Bridge program, having school reading goals. The big thing is that families need to take advantage of the programs that are there. They need to be marketed well to the families so families know what are available, and they need to be free so everybody can use them.
Hello, I am Barbara Dowling.
I'm Sue Parrott.
We're going to discuss our summer research project for you. During the 2011-2012 school year, iPads were introduced to 10 early childhood teachers. During this pilot project, the teachers collected data on the use of iPads on children's learning. The majority of previous research focuses on passive media usage and screen time. New research has become a thriving area of study as interactive media continues to pervade children's lives and as the technology itself continues to evolve. iPads were first introduced in April of 2010. This summer research project cross-referenced existing research with the findings of our early childhood teachers in their use of iPads. The more salient findings are:
Math. Research indicates that interactive technology allows children to engage in mathematical processes usually placed in the K-6 curriculum. Experiment more provides novel techniques for exploring concepts, resulting in representing complex patterns in a variety of ways with greater detail and more mathematically accurate images. Teachers found children were able to understand more complex math concepts and transfer these skills into daily activities. Literacy. Research indicates language and literacy are major strengths of interactive technology use. It incorporates more complex fluent speech and has positive impacts on phonemic and phonological awareness, letter recognition, increased vocabulary, and concepts of story and print. Our children were able to compare and contrast traditional books with an e-book, understand alliteration, phonemic awareness, and letter recognition. Our dual language learners more readily repeated letters and letter sounds when using the Elmo's ABCs. E-books allowed teachers to bridge between the children's primary language and English. Curriculum alignment. Alignment of interactive technology used to the high-scope curriculum identified by teachers occurred through the use of instant studio video revisiting as a tool for recall time, problem solving, and behavior management. This allows children to reflect and expand their understanding in different modalities and at different social and cognitive levels.
In summary, Interactive technology needs to be viewed as a new way for children to create, experiment, explore, and develop their remarkable cognitive competencies. When used appropriately, it can support and extend learning in valuable ways to increase educational opportunities for our preschool children.
Hi, I'm Holly Leonard, and I teach K-5 music at Jefferson Elementary. And one thing that I found I was hoping that the curriculum could incorporate more of was movement and folk dancing. So what I chose to do for my project is to look in our curriculum, find all of the dances, folk dancing particularly, and categorize them by grade. And I really wanted to make it very easy for teachers just to pull up a dance, look at it the night before class and say, yes, I can incorporate this and enhance the concept I'm teaching tomorrow. So I found everything, categorized it in an Excel document, and then I made a smart notebook page for each dance, again, to make it really easy for teachers to pull it up. And I plan to share this with all the elementary teachers when we meet in early August.
I'm Jeannie Connor. I'm the high school librarian at Roosevelt.
And I'm Mary Peters. I am the high school librarian at Lincoln High School.
Our research project this summer, the title of it is Tech Tools to Enhance Classroom Learning. And what we've done is research possible web tools, 2.0 tools that teachers can use. Teachers really don't have time to explore a lot of those kinds of things on the internet, and so that's what we've done, and we've come up with a number of them. We've also chosen ones that we think will go well in the classroom and that teachers will be able to use.
What we did after we examined all these tools is we put them in a Word document spreadsheet format, which you'll see in a little bit, and we labeled what they were, a description of each tool, and then gave teachers some lesson plans that they could use with the specific tools that we found in order that they would have these right at their fingertips instead of saying, oh, I gotta find something with this lesson, them going out into the internet and searching and spending lots of time. Now it's just at their fingertips for them to use along with some lesson plans for their classroom.
Hello, my name is Kelsey Buckles. I teach English and speech at Washington High School. And my summer research dealt with identifying the correlation between in-season versus out-of-season GPA. And for this, we primarily just focused on freshmen since it was their first year in, and that is the grade level that I primarily taught last year. So the different aspects that I looked at were the fine arts and the athletics given to me by IPC. And it included everything such as marching band, debate, theater, basketball, soccer, track, gymnastics, anything that the kids may be involved in throughout the year. A few things that I found were that overall the GPAs of the freshmen that were involved in activities were pretty high, and that is similar to what you had seen in previous research where students who are active in the school tend to have higher GPAs and have a higher involvement in the school. And so you'll notice that the overall GPA for Sioux Falls School District freshmen was a 3.165. But what I noticed with the GPA breakdown for the first quarter was that in season was about 0.1% higher than the out of season GPA. And then it switched when it got to second quarter where the out of season GPA was higher, so that means that their GPA during first, third, and fourth quarter was higher than their GPA during second quarter when they were involved in their activity. Third quarter matched with the second quarter where the out-of-season GPA was higher, and it was just slightly higher on this one. It was about 0.08% where it was. And then fourth quarter was the most difficult one to kind of figure out because half of the athletics and fine arts looked like they supported the in-season and half of them were out-of-season, so that one was a little closer. But overall, for the average, the out-of-season did have a higher GPA, so that means that the students who were active in the fourth quarter only or just in the fourth quarter, not in the first, second, third, the GPA was a 3.318 compared to a 3.269. So what this means and what I have found from this is that students who are involved in multiple activities tend to do better year-round, and that just means that they are staying constantly focused so they don't have abrupt changes in their schedules. But overall, what I found is that when you look at it in general, the in-season and out-of-season GPA doesn't vary that much, but when you break it down per quarter, you notice that the students who are involved during the middle of the school year tend to have a higher out-of-season GPA. So that means that we really need to find a way to focus in that middle of the school year and bring them up to the level where they have shown us they are capable by their previous GPAs.
I'm Sarah Clausen. I teach ELL English at Lincoln High School. I'm Kristen Granager. I've been teaching ELL at Lincoln High School. Next year I'll be the ELL instructional coach.
For our research project, we decided to align Rosetta Stone to our Keys to Learning curriculum that we use for Immersion Center.
And then in addition to that, we also decided to tie it in with the Brain Pop ESL that the district has also provided, so that students have lots of extra reinforcement with the lessons in Keys to Learning.
So what we did was we went into Rosetta Stone, and each level has 4 units and 4 lessons in each unit. So we looked through each lesson, so a total of 16 lessons, and figured out where they went with the Keys to Learning curriculum.
And so then what we compiled is we compiled a chart. So we have the page numbers and chapters in the Keys book. And then next to that, we have the Rosetta Stone units and lessons, the topic that's covered in both, and then the corresponding Brain Pop lesson. So, for example, in the Keys book, pages 12 and 13 talk about months and dates and ordinal numbers. And so there are a couple of different lessons in Rosetta Stone. Level 1, Unit 3, Lesson 2. Level 2, Unit 1, Lesson 2. And then there's also a Brain Pop ESL lesson that corresponds with that. So students would get that information reinforced several times. And what research shows is that ESL students need multiple contacts with information in order to retain it. So this is the Rosetta Stone program that the district has provided. Students log in and can go to the specific lesson that they've covered in Keys that corresponds in Rosetta Stone. And then Brain Pop ESL is a specific program that also has all kinds of lessons and topics, and those then also correspond with the curriculum in the Keys to Learning program for the Immersion Center.
The hope is that if students learn it in the classroom and then it's reinforced through Rosetta Stone and through Brain Prep ESL, they'll learn it quicker and retain it longer.
My name is Jill Meeker. I'm the librarian at Hayward Elementary, and this summer I decided to do a research project that looks at the effect that our public summer reading program has on the academic achievement of our students. I will be taking the 2012-2013 DRA scores and waiting until the end of the summer, at which point the Siouxland Libraries is giving me the information as to which students completed the summer reading program. I'll take their scores again at the end of the first quarter and do a comparison to see how much that's helping our students retain their reading skills throughout the summer months. I am hoping with the findings that my data will bring in that we can show the teachers how valuable an asset the public library is as an active extension of the classroom, as well as providing the Sioux Falls Public Libraries with the data so that they can continue to apply for more funding and continue bringing rich and developmentally appropriate programs to our students.
Hi, my name is Erin Radway, and my partner Jenny Schola and I teach 3rd grade at Lowell MST. Our summer research focused on analyzing and closing the gap in phonemic awareness for 3rd graders. The purpose of our research was to analyze phonetic struggles of our 3rd graders and develop a word study program to provide intervention for future students. Our goals were to create lists of the most important phonetic rules for 3rd grade and develop a systematic approach for spelling in 3rd grade. Our hope is to help students master phonetic reading and writing strategies. We started our research by determining where our 3rd grade students struggled with spelling. We found that the majority of our students were not on grade level with their phonemic awareness skills, according to the Words Their Way research. Many still struggled in the within-word patterns of spelling, when by the end of the school year they should be confident with these patterns and should begin working on syllables and affixes. After assessing the students in phonemic awareness, we realized that it is necessary to have instruction at the student's current level and implement the Words Their Way program as intended. To help facilitate this implementation, we have made several checklists to help record student learning along the way and to provide information to parents during report cards and conference times. Originally, we wanted to break our spelling instruction into 2-week chunks, unlike the current 1-week model. Since we have revised our theory on 2-week spelling tests because of the detailed systematic approach in order to fully move children in their development of phonemic awareness, we will continue to focus on a 1-week approach. Our research will continue throughout the next school year as we actually implement the Words Their Way program. We will pre-assess our 3rd graders in reading and writing so that end-of-the-year assessments can show the growth that students have made throughout the year. We will share our findings at a building staff meeting. Depending on the success of the program, it will provide valuable information to other grade levels on a successful systematic approach to spelling. The Words Their Way program is designed so that it could be used at all grade levels for differentiated spelling instruction. It may be the information that we need to share with teachers in our buildings to help us create a continuum for spelling instruction. In addition, because we are frequently visited by instructional coaches and classroom teachers, other teachers from the district will be able to see another option for spelling instruction. Thank you so much for the opportunity to research Words Their Way. We are excited to implement these new teaching strategies and assess the program's effectiveness this upcoming fall.